Okay, I'm fiddling with the lever, I'm going to try to give it a little more clearance. See if I can wreck it too. So I got a 1/2-inch cutter in there with a radius on it. We're going to come in and take that down a little bit where it was hitting on the weights on the flywheel. I'm going to try to anyway. Try to get a little more clearance. Doesn't need to be that stout. Cut it down close to the hole, and then we're going to move over. There. That'll give a little more clearance there. Hopefully it ain't getting too thin. That's plenty stout there. And then another spot is over here next to the flywheel. So we're going to take that down a little bit too. That down. There. That's about all I want to thin it up. I can take a little bit of that, like I was saying, take a little bit of that away also. It'll give me some space. So I'm going to cut that back at a bit of an angle, you know, so that it's angled back a little bit. I'm probably wrecking it, but that's okay. I can make them real quick again, but use that program for it. A little more. I just don't see it having to have that much of a land on there. It doesn't, I don't think it needs to be that much of a land. So there it is, thinned up. I'm going to go put it on and see if I did good or bad. I'll be back when I get it put together and I'll show you. Okay, I'm just going to tie up some loose ends here. I didn't get set screws in my crank gears, so I am going to set up and put some 440 set screws in. Now I need to grease each other, and it just so happens I have a man roll to put them on to go ahead and do it. So I'm going to mount that in a 5C collet, and we'll put that in the 5C collet block, and we'll use that to hold the holes. So I'll get a collet block here, and then get the collet for that. Looks like about 3/4 of plate. It's a 3/4 collet block. Let's back up a little bit. 3/4 inch collet. Put in the collet block. And we'll put that in there. And then go here. Tighten that up. And what I want to do first, I think, is to drill some guide holes in underneath in the mandrel itself, so that I have some place for when I tap. So let's get this good. This in here, and we'll get a stop. Stop in here. Slide that in there. Okay. So we'll come over here and we'll swing this, the gap and jaws in, so we'll get on center line. Take the fuel chuck out, get the indicator. Stick the indicator in there. Know the routine, get it to where it's not wiggling so much, so it's kind of on center, so that I can bring this down and eyeball at the center, and about there. And we'll see how close we get this time. Last time, I think the last time I dialed something in, it was right on the first try. Which doesn't happen very often, but every now and then you get lucky. Still go that way. Okay, so there's 0. I'll get my mirror. My mirror out. It's all speckly with dirt. Dirty mirror. No, not so lucky this time. We're a long ways off. Yeah, turn that off. All right. Zero. Still bottoming out. Zero. And we're still bottoming out, but not so far that we moved the indicator. So, zero. Eight thousandths. Oh, 8 thousandths. Got to take the table in 4 thou. That should do it right there. I don't know if you can see that or not. You can't see. You couldn't see the indicator at all. All right. So there's the indicator, and we're 0, and we're 0. So we really don't need to turn the readout on. I'm just going to lock it. I don't have the readout turned on right now, and then For X, I'm just going to eyeball a good spot on the, I'm going to put the gear on there and just put it kind of in the center of the little collar that's on the gear. So let's put the gear on there. Let's see if I can zoom in on that spot. In case you were ever wondering why that red rag was hanging over on the other side of the mill here, that's the block. When the sun goes down, it shines in the window, and it shines here, shines on the table, and I can't video, so that's why that red rag was always hanging there. I hung it there to block the sun. I'm sure somebody out there noticed that and goes, what the heck is that red rag hanging there for? Well, that's why it was hanging there. It was a sunblock. Otherwise, boy, it got bright right here when the sun hits the machine. All right. I'm going to take it back off there before I drill the hole, so. And there we go. Move over. Going to be out of focus here. Alright, so get center drill. It's going to be 440 set screws. So I'll take this little center drill, we'll come down here. Over here. I don't need to get at the Y handle anymore. So we want to go which way? Probably right there looks like a good spot. So we'll take it. I'm thinking maybe drill it all the way through. You know, just drill it all the way through that mandrel. And 440 diameter is. Oh, I want to go bigger than a 440 diameter though. I want a clearance hole underneath there. So. And I want a clearance hole in underneath that. So that's, I gotta drill something around though, like a 112 diameter. Or 113. So here we go. I'm gonna get on the other side here. And yeah, I was thinking about it, I'm gonna drill all the way through. The mandrel has been used for gear cutting and various other things. Use it for whatever setup I need at the time. And now I'm using it for poking holes. So now I'm going to take, oh shoot. Sorry about that. Banged the camera with my hand here. And I'm just going to turn this block 90 degrees. Lock her down. Okay, so now we're ready to do the real thing, other than I got to take and run the burr or a file over it to clean off the burrs, otherwise my gear won't fit on there. Just filing off the underside burr. Cleaning it up. All right, so now we can go ahead and put that in here, lock her down, put the washers back on, put the gear back on. I did have one washer on the outside, I hope. Or did I have all three of them in the back? I'll know when I come down with the center drill here. Should be centered on that flange on the collar. Yeah, that's where it was. All right, now I got to get the 440 tap drill, which is number 43 and 89. And we just want to drill through one wall. We don't want to drill all the way through. Okay. And I got to get a 440 tap. Only going to be like 4 or 5 threads, and that's it. So, all right, gotta get a tap. And my little Merle thumb screw. 40. Looking for an Allen wrench to tighten her up. Wrong one. There we go. So I'm gonna get some Ollie D over here. I'll stay. Put some Ollie D on the tap. Stick it up into the chuck lightly. Clamp down on it and then bring that down until it just touches. Don't have much room here. Don't need much room though. It should. Then I don't know if I have any 440 set screws. Will be the next thing. All right. That's one side. Now we just take it out, turn it 90. I haven't done the other gear either, or either one of them, so this is the first one. So I'll need to do the other one also. Just trying to tie up loose ends that I put off along the way. That's the way a lot of my projects are. I'll take and make a part and then put off something and never get back to it until the end. And then at the end go, oh shoot, I need to do this. It's got enough Molly D on it yet. Bring that down till it touches. .440 is a pretty good size tap, so it's not like a odd 80 or 256 or 172. I'm not too worried about breaking one of these. About that time I say that. All right, so there's one done. There we go. Now I can put that on, and if I can find some set screws and tighten her up on the motor. So, and then take the other one off, the other motor, and do it. And then I'll be back. All I'm going to do is get the other one and round up some set screws. So then I'll be back.